be talking this and that. I need this, I need that. What about what I need, you know? Check. I need whoever won the Powerball to holler at me. I need women to stop thinking men will make them happy. I need Obama to say fuck it, let me free Mumia. I need Def Jam to treat Jada good as Bieber. I need my son to feel the cops wouldn't shoot him down. That's for Michael Brown. I need Nike and Jordan to build some high schools. I need Young Thugger to spend a summer with Ice Cube. I need my people drinking clean water up in Flint. I need nobody, keep my camp low, this is it. I need the world to know I'm who Jaden is talking about, and not the other way around. I needed to point that out. I need Cohibas and Macallan 12 in my glass. I need our daughters not to think they gotta show their ass.
Welcome to the Misfits of Comedy podcast. It is your boy C.A. Travels in the house. It is another beautiful Atlanta day outside, and just like Atlanta do, you motherfuckers get in accidents for stupid shit. But it is what y'all do, man. But I can't complain. Spring is here, 85, 86 degree weather. All right. I have my guest, Miss Corey Isla.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Yep.
Ma'am, how this has been a long time coming. I've been trying to get you here. You've been on tour.
Yeah.
Talk about your tour. Where have you been?
Oh, I was in all the best bumfuck places: North Carolina, Florida, Alabama. I did a couple shows in Jacksonville, Winston-Salem, Chapel Hill, like just everywhere that would allow me to be there and pay me.
Fuck their cousins.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's my audience. No, just I'm just kidding. It's them, the gay, the mentally ill. Like it's about who likes me.
Hell of a community.
Yeah, they're great. The best consumers, truly.
So how was the tour? How did that go? Who was on your tour?
It was me, another comedian, Reed Pegram, and then another comedian, Tamale, and it was us three. It was fucking awesome. Me and Reed, we built out his Kia so we could sleep in the back of it. So we made like a makeshift bed frame and in a Kia Soul, and we put some pillow top, mattress toppers.
Okay.
A lot of sheets, a lot of blankets. It wasn't like, when you're tired, you'll sleep anywhere. Like it wasn't the best, but it saved us from spending fucking $400 on a hotel that weekend.
So that wasn't part of the accommodations. Y'all were just fucking. I'm gonna go out there and go get some money.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna do it. Like we're just gonna grind. Because also we were doing it in so many different cities that trying to figure out hotel rooms in each city was just was like not practical. Not for like the time frame. We planned about like a month ahead, so we were just like, all right, this is the week. We gotta like do this shit. We gotta go. We gotta fucking, I guess, just eat beans out of a can. Go do a show.
So for someone who's never put together a tour, or any comedians ever did, being a road warrior, mm-hmm. right? What's your recommendations? How do you say you put something like that together? Hey, book these cities and go to such.
Dude, do it as far out in advance as you can. A lot of people, I feel like I would have done more had like we were able to go or like talk to people who book shows 3 months out. I think like 90 days, 60 days is even still like pushing it, but a lot of people like to book shit, months out. Right. And it probably would have been a little easier. We also had some shows cancel like while we were there, which was really irritating. That like, that it's time you took out of your day to go there, and then you're out of state, and then they're like, oh, sorry, not enough people like bought tickets. So always like definitely plan for the worst. Like live so below your means on the road. Like dude, bare minimum. Because honestly, that exhaustion will. I mean, at least for me, like that exhaustion, I was so ready to just get to a show by that point that when I got to the show, I always killed. Like, I always did good because I was like, listen, if I didn't come here for nothing else, I came here to fucking do good.
Facts. So everybody, was it a lot of between y'all, or everybody did a certain amount of time?
No, everybody kind of did. A lot of honestly, it's rare that it's like a headliner show and then features. A lot of the shows that we did, everybody did about 15 to 20 minutes. But like in Atlanta, when people book shows, it'll be like 7, 8, 10 comedians on a show, and everybody does like fucking 5 to 8 minutes. It feels worthless. But then you got to stay, and it's 3 or 4 comedians on a show, but everybody's doing 15 or 20 minutes.
Right.
So I mean, like it pros and cons to both, but like that's what we were working with. Not that any of us couldn't headline or anything. We definitely offered. It was more so those were just the shows that we got booked on.
That's nice. That's nice. So it was nobody, I'm going to go last, and then that kind of...
No. And it was like, all of us were that's another thing too. Like, make sure you're traveling with people that like get you mentally, because you know you'll have so many frustrations on the road, so many little emotional upheavals. You know, several times we were in a Waffle House just like crying because we're frustrated, or like, you know, we're doing the best that we can, and you definitely want to be around people that are gonna make you feel comfortable, like, you know, that are gonna make you feel like home when you're not there.
Gotcha. So where are you from? Where's your original location?
So I was born on a Marine base in Palm Springs, California, because my dad is a Marine.
Okay.
Don't recommend it if you can help it. And then
Service dad.
Yeah, and his family's in Georgia, so once he was pretty much done, we moved out here. I was about like 4, and we moved out to Dallas, Ackworth area in Georgia, which at the time was like 2006, 2007. So it was like Paulding County, if you go now, it's like really built up, but at the time there was like fucking nothing out there.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's definitely been built up in the last like 15, 20 years.
I can see that. Yeah, that's about what makes sense, because that's teetering on Douglas County.
I was about to say Douglasville, like, and compared to last time I drove through it, like, it's getting built up.
It's like trying to make it like a little city for real. Mm-hmm. All types of stuff. So yeah, from 10 years ago, from where it used to be to where it is now, definitely come. How long you been doing comedy?
3.5 years now. So I'm about to turn 22. I've been doing it since I was 18.
Really?
Yeah. I know. I feel like 860.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So what made you get into comedy?
So the real answer is that I was having an acid trip when I was 16, watching stand-up, and I was like, oh, this is something I could do. Like, I can...
Who are you watching?
It's this comedian named Catherine Ryan. She's like she's a British comedian, and she had a special called Glitter Room on Netflix. Okay. And I remember watching that at 16, being like, shit, I want to be a single mom. Like, she's doing great. Like, she had it was such a good special. I'm like, fuck, like, she makes this shit sound awesome. But I've always, like, I've been on stage and I've been performing. Like, I've always been, like, when I was going to church, I was in, like, church plays, musical theater. So I've always been on stage, and I just, like, happen to be funny. And then I was like, oh, there's something that I can combine both of the loves of, like, live performance and, like, comedy, something I'm already good at. Right. So I started writing stand-up, but I didn't perform it until, you know, I was 18. And I drove out to an open mic in South Carolina from Dallas, because I was like, well, if I suck, I'm just never going to come back to South Carolina.
Smart.
I'll just never, like, fuck this state anyway. I don't know anything about it. Like, I just won't go. And then I didn't do too bad, and I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll keep going then. I'll keep going. And it's been great ever since. Like, that was absolutely the worst I could have done.
That's not bad. You said, fuck this state. I love that part.
Yeah.
So because you say you started writing comedy, you didn't take any classes, you didn't do nothing, you just started writing.
Yeah, I just started writing it. Well, and like being a theater kid, I'm used to like monologuing. So so my first couple sets were very written out, like comedic monologues. Mm-hmm. And then as I start, you know, going to shows and meeting with people, you start to figure out like the art of writing, like stand up. Right.
So do you still write to the same extent, or what's your style?
So I definitely have a different process. Before, it was, when I would think of jokes, it would be like, okay, I'm gonna think of a topic and then write it out almost narratively and then find the jokes in it. But now, because I've just built up so much material, it's definitely more like jokes will hit me and then I'll go and like flesh it out. Flashcards.
On stage or on paper?
I guess both. Like, you know, if I'm at an open mic and I feel comfortable to do something that I thought of in the car, I'll do it. If I feel like it's, you know, it could be a really good bit, I'll wait and like try to write it before I speak it. My favorite means of like writing a joke though are flashcards, because I will write out a joke kind of narratively, just get out all the stuff that's in my brain and then put it on a flashcard, because the lines act as beats, so it forces me to like cut down words and try to fit things into a certain amount of spaces, which really gets down like your comedic timing and like what's important in the joke, because you don't want too much self-importance. You're like trying to get to the point.
Right, the meat and potatoes of the joke.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm trying to try that.
No, I definitely like 100% recommend flashcards, because it really forces you to like cut down words and be like, okay, well, what's another way that I can say this that gets out the point but is just like sharper.
I like that. I'm definitely a write out type of guy, and I use a notepad, small notepad. So that I guess that's my process of doing it. But I write it out one time, and once I write it out, it automatically goes to my head. I never have to look at that joke again.
God, I wish I was like that. I cannot do that.
Yeah. So I didn't say this last week, but last week was my 8th year of doing comedy.
Oh my God, congratulations.
My 8th anniversary. So
that's amazing.
As long as I write it out in my hand, once it's out, I'm like, all right, it's in my memory, and I flesh it out the rest of it on stage.
Yeah.
So I'll change up stuff as I go to keep it fresh. Because I'll look at something, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that joke. As soon as I look at it, like, it all comes back to my memory just like that. So I can look at a joke I wrote 3-4 years ago. I want to try that. Let me add something to it. All of it comes back immediately as soon as I look at it, glance over it. So
that's so cool. I'm definitely like a word for word person, because I like, and that's just like having a theater background. You know, like sticking to the script is so important. So I've just built that habit of just trying to make sure I'm getting out everything, like intentionally word wise. I give it up for people like you and riff comedians. I can just go up there and just I'm just very.
It took me time to get to this.
Yeah, like I can riff. I think my problem is I'll riff and something really good will happen, and then I'll forget like what I said, and I'm like, fuck, that did so well. What the shit?
Record. That's what someone said. You gotta record that stuff. Like,
yeah.
Damn it, I forgot. I don't know nobody here.
I know.
Hold my phone.
Like, hey, do you remember what I said? Fuck.
Right. Do you do a lot of crowd work?
I will. It's not like my brand of comedy to like pick on people in the crowd. I think just being like a queer female comedian, I'm just not like the fuck you guys. Like, I'm just not that kind of. I'm definitely wanting the sort of acceptance that I was looking for in high school. So I try to get the audience on my side more so with like anecdotally or with stories. But I will crowd work if I save a lot of my crowd work for when I'm hosting, because it just feels easier. The bits that I do aren't really indicative of like a response from the audience, and even if they are, like, I have bits that are call and response. So it's like, okay, you guys will get your chance, just like let me let me get to my bit. I'm not I've had to take down, because I do a lot of shows in Athens, which is, you know, like a college town, and so I have to take down like a lot of drunk frat boys, but generally like they just kind of want attention. So the second you just like shut the fuck up and sit on your finger or something, like the second you just tell them to shut up and put it in their butt, they they will like listen. But that's I'm not like the biggest crowd work comedian, but I will do it and I can. It's just like, there's not much of my brand.
Yeah, they love telling you, hey, I was part of the show, right? I did good, right? Like, no.
Yes, or you have bitches. You have bitches that'll be like, oh, I was trying to throw you a bone, I was trying to help you, and it's like, you're literally doing the opposite of helping. Like, you are doing everything but that.
Since you want to be part of the fucking show, let me do that.
Exactly. It's like, hey, you want to be part of the show? Laugh. Have a good time. Like, that would be really fucking helpful.
I'm gonna jab at your ass for a little bit to let you know stay in place.
Yeah.
I had a show and the little chick was starting making comments, and I was like, pop, pop, pop. Don't forget, I do have the microphone.
Yeah.
I can do this shit all night. I'm a host. And she kind of got it. She said something else to my headliner. All right, let me double back. Because obviously you didn't get in that. When I finished her ass off, he was like, oh shit. I shouldn't have to do 5 more minutes after the headliner fucking with your stupid ass.
No.
Shut
dude.
up.
Oh my God. Like, some people, I think the worst hecklers I've gotten have been drunk white women. Like, they have been, at least the only audiences that I've ever had a heckler scream out something racist or...
Really?
Yes. There's this, I was at, do you know Limerick Junction Pub?
Yes.
They were doing a booked mic there, and I wasn't on the show, but there was...
Did lightning round or the regular?
I was doing the lightning round, but this was on the regular show. This drunk white woman gets up when Zayn Zaidi's on stage, and he's Indian, and she gets up and she just goes, I hate Muslims. And we're all like, what the fuck, lady? Like, what are you even talking? There was not, he didn't even, he was up there, Muslims. He was up there for all of 2 seconds, and she just goes, I hate Muslims. I'm like, where the fuck did, what?
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah, and like every person that I have actually like gotten frustrated with on stage, like there have been a couple times where I've been like, hey, I'm trying to do something, shut the fuck up.
Right.
And it's always been a white lady. It's always been a drunk older white lady. And I'm like, God, I hope I'm not looking into my future, because if I'm like this, take me out back and shoot me. Like,
Mozzie, the drunk black girl or drunk white dudes. Like, the last drunk white dude was the 1 a.m. show.
Oh, I never got to do that. I was about to do that before it shut down. Yeah.
I did the last show before. I think the show.
What happened?
And he was like, "Dude, you're a comedian." I was like, "Yeah, you better be funny." I said, "Or what? You're in here for free. What the fuck? What's the alternative to me not being funny?"
No, right?
So him and his friends are trying to. I'm talking about something that he said some shit, and I had to jab him real quick. And everybody's like, "Oh!" I said, "What did we learn?" He's like, "Oh, you got it. You fucking got it." And niggas like, dude, you so fucking funny. I didn't expect you to say that shit.
That's hilarious.
Keep still, man. You already know. And I was like, was I funny enough for you? No, you had it. So I'm like,
no, but it's almost worse when the heckler's like on your side by the end of your show. You're like, can you just leave? Like, please just leave. You've ruined everybody's night.
Right. If you guys want to talk to Corey on my back, 678-740-9894. That's 678-740-9894. What's your inspirations, comedy-wise?
He's not a comedian, but artistically, I think my biggest inspiration is David Bowie. Like, he just...
Really?
Yes.
The singer?
Yes. The way that he lived as an artist, and, like, the artists I look up to are ones that didn't have a peak. They got better with time. And he's definitely somebody that just, like, literally made art until the day he died. Like, he was always creating and you know, stepping outside of his boundaries. And I really value that, that grind mentality where it's like, you know, you're doing this for a reason, and if you don't feel like just doing it to make you happy is not enough of a reason, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. So I just think a lot about the way that he lived and his motivations and even his like pitfalls and stuff, and it keeps me motivated because I'm like, no, I can keep like going, I can keep growing. Comedically, biggest inspiration's probably Bill Hicks.
Okay.
I just really like I saw him I caught his special when I was like about the same time, like 16, 17, and he was the first comedian that I had seen at the time that was like talking about psychedelics and the war in Iraq and was making it funny and digestible, but still punk enough to where he was just a very, very like punk rock comedian, and I really, really like those types of comedians where yeah, they say what is honest, and you know they want to pull up the rug from shit.
So I heard you say briefly that you queer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that being, you know, the queer and you know the female, all kind of stuff like that, do you hone your comedy style to that specific demographic, or do you feel like you gotta cater jokes or talk about that? Are you comfortable talking about that? Like, speak to that a little bit.
I like to think that I'm great with most audiences. I feel like the people that I don't get along with, like I don't really cater my comedy to just like my experience, like just like honesty. Like I don't ever want to say anything that's like not true to just me as a person. It's kind of one of those things where it just so happens to be that I don't really care about gender, and I like people, you know, spiritually, like not very physically. But you know, obviously there's a community in being queer and being like a woman, so they're going to gravitate towards me in general. But yeah, like the only people that don't really vibe with me, it seems to be like older millennial couples in their 30s or young 40s who are straight, who are just like, I guess expecting like Amy Schumer or something. Like I don't really know, but I'll get these couples like no, it's weird. Like I'll get these couples, and you know you know them because it's the white dude who wears a solid color button up because it's his nice shirt, and he's the one who thinks he knows what comedy is, and he wants to like sit there and like purposefully try not to laugh.
Right.
And it's like, why are you here then?
Sit in the front row too.
Yes, and just be a fucking asshole. And it's like, but you know, like there's definitely gonna be people who don't like me because I like curse and I have more like left-leaning views, and you know my stuff clearly comes from like a more left-leaning standpoint. But I'm never like punching down on anybody. It's very just like life-based, very generational based. So yeah, most straight couples who are like insecure about their sexuality, or like older women who are jealous they're not young anymore. Which is also a thing, bro. When I worked at Waffle House, like, bitches would not like me just because I was a young woman working there. Like, that's also a weird thing. Like, you just have some women that don't like you because you're young, and I'm like, I can't fucking help that. Like,
you gonna retire?
No, literally, I'm like, I don't fuck if I could have yesterday.
So, 3 adjectives that describe your style of comedy if no one's ever seen you perform that would make them say, I want to go see her.
Dark.
Love dark.
Yeah, definitely dark humor. I would say it's generational because it is definitely coming from like a 21-year-old standpoint. But I like to I never try to act like I know anything more than I do. I'm like, hey, I'm 21, I'm stupid, but also, isn't it crazy that this happened, or like that I noticed this, like, because it's still a perspective. Everybody was 21 at some point. Like I think I am still like the youngest person in the Atlanta scene. Daniel, he's 23, 24.
Damn.
Yeah, he's been doing it like a year, or maybe like 2 years longer than I've been. But like we're kind of in the same boat in that way. Love Daniel. He's awesome. What a good dude.
Very funny. Very naturally funny. I told him that shit too. They're like, bro, if I ever go on tour, you definitely want to be going.
Oh, dude, Daniel's so fucking cool. He kills rooms.
That crowd work he got that down.
No, he's definitely got crowd work down to like a science. It's wild. So yeah, dark, generational, and I guess goofy. Like I like to make jokes that are goofy, that are kind of about serious subjects. Like I have a joke about how like the military's gay, but it's not in a very like I hate the military or anything like that. It's just a very like, isn't it funny that men hang out with other men and they choose to for a long time? Like
I like that. That's a good one, yeah.
You know, and it's not anything to
re-sign up for it and everything.
Yeah, like and I'll get up there and I do like a recruiting bit where I'm like, oh well, I see a lot of able-bodied, healthy-looking young men in here. Are we gonna enlist? Because I think y'all should go die, you know, for your country. And that's either done really well or really not well. That's
I actually know somebody who died.
Yeah, like oh, but my grandpappy was in World War II, and it's like I don't fucking care, like. So even then, but I like to like break the fourth wall and be like, I'm sorry, I'm being the worst like army recruiter right now. None of y'all are gonna want to do, you know, like I don't mind going back and forth. I'm not tied to any one philosophy, you know.
I like that. Yeah, nothing like doing bits and people relate to it too much. You're like, don't tell nobody else that shit.
No, or like it's the wrong person. They're like, I really get it. And you're like, oh, not you. Like I didn't want you to get it.
Right. Don't tell nobody else you got this shit.
I will have the craziest. I had a woman come up to me because I have a joke about, because I'm gross. I guess nasty is another word. Like I am nasty. Like I have a joke. I have a joke about a yeast infection, and this woman came up to me and she was like, I had a yeast infection that lasted for 2 weeks, and I'm like, that was not
something you want to broadcast.
You did not need to tell me that. And I was like, lady, and I said that to her, I was like, ladies, I get that I'm doing yeast infection material. Do not come up to me and tell me about your yeast infection, please. Like, please, for the love of God.
She want a trauma bond.
No,
no.
Yeah,
1 month.
I'm like, no, I got my shit figured out. You need to go see somebody.
I got a bakery down here,
Yeah.
bitch, in 1 month.
Yeah, the whole thing about brioche bitches. I'm like, you need to go talk to a doctor. Like,
that's hilarious. All right, so I asked everybody this question. You got, you know, so your last dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite comedians, dead or alive, comes into town. Who are you gonna go see? Your top 5.
Top 5 comedians.
Dead or alive.
Well, okay, so Bill Hicks would be number 1. I would chop off my left arm to go see Bill Hicks. Like, are you kidding me?
Okay. All right. That's commitment.
No, dude, I would like it would be so incredible to be able to see him. Okay, kind of controversial just because it was, it's more like if I could go see him in his prime, I would actually really like to see Andrew Dice Clay.
I loved Andrew Dice Clay.
Because, like, I mean, his comedy did not age well, and this man is so old, like, he does not know where he's waking up tomorrow. But,
but he was right. I used to love Andrew Dice Clay.
Like, and you know, even when, my parents had a couple of his specials on VHS tapes, and we would watch those, and I remember being like, wow, like, what a time. what a time this was.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, yeah, definitely 80, like any, you know, 80s comedy is great. Yeah, would like to see Katherine Ryan then, because she's, again, one of those comedians where I'm like, well, you helped get me to where I'm at. Like, you know, without you, I wouldn't be doing this. Oh, dude, this is hard.
You got 2 more.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. This is gonna be such a basic answer, but saying like Richard Pryor, like, of course.
Okay.
Like, of course. Are you kidding me? Also somebody who, okay. And then Dick Gregory.
Wow.
Dick Gregory.
I did not expect Dick Gregory from.
I love Dick Gregory so much because, again, I like comedians that have that social commentary, but it is in such a goofy and digestible way that you can't help laugh. And the way that this motherfucker would have jokes about the KKK, and you know his audience is like a bunch of white people who are a part of that, and they're laughing at him. And it's just part of those comedians that should have gotten, like, bigger than they did. And, like,
you didn't watch George Carlin?
Oh, I do, but that's very much like my dad's comedy. Like, it's just,
I would think that
But no, but that Dick Gregory was it, because that's my guy too. Dick Gregory, and I almost saw him just before he died. I got the ticket. I was mad. Right. I could never get to see him because he passed.
He literally died. Yeah.
I got the ticket to see him. He does.
No, I like George Carlin. I feel like he just was on it.
Not because he's white or anything, but
no.
Very funny.
Oh, he's great, and you know
he definitely jabs at some really religion, a lot of the stuff.
You be thinking like, oh, I didn't think of that.
Yes, and he has such a great way of going about like social issues, and I do really like that. His shit was just played on so much. George Carlin's kind of like the Eagles for me. Like they both were just played so fucking much in my house that I do not play Hotel California. I will explode. Like
I got you.
Okay.
So because you put Richard and Dick Gregory, did you feel about Paul Mooney?
I'm not too familiar with Paul. I know the name. I'm not too familiar with Paul Mooney though.
Paul wrote for Richard a lot of times.
Really? Yeah. Oh, dude, no. Then I need to look in his shit. Yeah.
Because he did a lot of writing for Rich.
Fuck yeah. No, I absolutely will. Thank you for the recommendation.
He has the same level of commentary that you like and talk about serious issues like Dick Gregory. His delivery was Dick Gregory.
That's so cool.
So that was, if he had to talk about like a mold, he was of the family tree of Dick Gregory.
Too,
right. Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dick Gregory has this joke about the KKK where he was like, I'm eating at a restaurant a piece of chicken, and some good old boys come up to me, and they go, whatever you do to that chicken, we'll do to you. So I said, really? And I told him to line up, and I kissed it. And I'm like, fuck, dude, that is so good. Yeah. And he has so many jokes, but, like, it's really hard, because also I have, like, ADHD, so remembering a joke word for word, like, if I remember it like that, like, that's really, that's a good fucking joke.
But they was good with the one-liners. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Paul Mooney, go look at Paul Mooney, I promise you. You're going to be like, yo, thank you for telling me about it, because Paul Mooney, same delivery.
And I fucking will. It's like, right after the show, I absolutely will. Are you kidding me?
Was the guy. He definitely, like, I didn't know he wrote for Dick Gregory, but that makes sense. But he definitely did for Richard.
That's so cool.
All right, so with that, you remember your list?
Yes.
Your top 5.
Yep.
All right, you're a producer of a show. You're going to put that same show on Netflix for everybody to watch.
Crazy show.
All right, you can only pick 4 spots, so somebody's going to get left off. You have a host, an opener, a feature, and a headliner. Who's in your positions?
Host is definitely going to be Catherine Ryan. Okay. I would just love her energy to warm up a crowd. Opener would be Bill Hicks. Feature would be Richard Pryor. Headliner would be Dick Gregory.
Oh, that's a good show, right?
Yeah, fucking absolutely. Are you kidding me? I would, and each ticket is going to be $1,500.
That's tax return money. God damn.
I opened up a credit card to just go to the show money.
I mean, you might actually get it with Rich and Dick Gregory. That's cool.
Oh, I'd pay. I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, hey, sorry, rent's gonna be late next month. I have to go to the show.
All right, so we're gonna get to some of these topics. All right. All right, so we got this gentleman named Terrence Charles Bynum. He's 31 years old. He's from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He was arrested in a Target in Wilson after he followed a woman around Target and kept putting his face in her butt, sniffing it.
That was me, guys.
He was charged with 6 counts of sexual battery and stalking.
That's not funny.
That's
sorry.
very funny.
That's not funny.
He's a serial butt sniffer. That shit is hilarious.
That's so good. I work with dogs, so that's like my life every fucking day. So they're serial badge sniffers. Like, bro, they'll just be like, hello, just right in there. What is the question? I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that's funny. Like, she said he just walking around Target is like, he has a good butt. I want to sniff it.
That is so.
Me in the aisles, like, Corey's over there looking at it.
No, really? What the fuck?
Let me go.
Yeah, what if I'm over? What if I'm getting like fucking like I'm trying to pick up shit for fajitas? Like, you're not gonna want this butt after that, or even before. Like,
he's like, she's gonna get a lot of corn.
Oh my god, dude! But you know what though? It's weird. It's weird how
true sour.
Yeah, if you keep sniffing, he's gonna suck up a piece. Like, he needs to calm down.
Get somebody's essence when you sniff their butt like that.
It's weird because I used to sell my panties and socks online. What? So I used to get asked a lot of crazy shit to like do in my under. Yes,
I heard about the panties, but the socks.
Yes, the socks.
Foot fetish guys like socks.
They want the stinkiest, the smelliest, the nastiest socks because men are gross and they want it nasty, dude. I had a listen, say what you want about panty and foot dudes, really respectful, really like there's like clients I have that would send me like gift cards to Victoria's Secret and shit like that.
Go get new socks.
No, bro, I had one dude. I swear to God, he bought half my underwear in 2019, and then like I was like, you know, I have no underwear left. Like Like, I need something if you want to keep buying from me. Holy shit.
What the fuck does used panties go for online?
So I would charge, depending on what all they wanted in them, I would charge. Yes! There you go.
Whoa!
Yup.
Special request.
Yup. Yeah, and I would charge. Some men wanted, like, you know, they want a little blood moment. They want a little I didn't wipe too good back there moment.
Wow.
Yeah, they want I was at the gym, quote unquote, moment. And most of the time, like, I'm all for scamming, so I would just spit into the underwear and just, like, send it. Like, I wasn't doing it.
Wowzers, you motherfuckers are nasty.
No, they're gross, dude. I sold a pair of I had these white chunky Filas. I sold them for the price that I bought them for, and then I charged another $150 because he wanted a 2-minute video of me stepping on dirt and French fries. And
These type of offers.
I truly could not tell you how the fuck this. And then no, the fucked up part was I'm like, okay, cool. And then he's like, oh, also, I'll pay you an extra $50 if you talk in the video and you just say really mean things to me. So on top of this video, they want a voiceover of me going, you don't deserve these shoes. Your tongue can't lick these shoes.
Only in America can capitalism get you to buy this
like,
type of shit.
What kind of money? And most of the time, honestly, if they paid me enough, I would reach back out to them and lie, and I'd be like, hey, I'm going through a really hard time financially. Do you mind sending me like an extra $200, $300? And they would. They would. That's how I was able to transition in jobs. I was like, there was like 2 or 3 months I was doing DoorDash and that, and I was like, bills are paid.
God damn, we in the wrong business.
Yeah,
man.
no, I know. Listen, men's underwear, it goes.
Really?
It sells. Oh, yes.
Is there a site?
Because not a whole lot of men do it, you know? And a lot of men are like, people don't want it. Yes, they do. Yes, they want your underwear and your socks. I had a dude send me a picture of, he was wearing a face mask, because this was like 2021 at this point, and he had put a pair of my socks in his face mask, so he could walk around smelling them all day.
Jesus Christ. The entire fuck out of here.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So a man putting his nose in a woman's ass around Target, honestly, that's like the least he probably did that day. That's like, he was doing a lot worse to some women that did not speak out about it.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So that's the state of the economy.
I learned a lot. I am definitely underselling.
As a woman, you can always make money. Like, if you're a woman who's broke, true. Honestly, no excuse. You can go make a bag. Like, go fucking do something.
Message.
Wow.
Oh, that's my best friend, Cara.
No, I'm just saying in general. I didn't say you were putting in mess. I'm just saying, women, you talking about I'm broke and you talking to dudes like, I ain't make my rent. I'm like, bitch, sell your panties and your socks.
Sell your panties, sell your socks, get on Poshmark. They take a little fee, but so does everything else. So just go there. I didn't write it off on my taxes. I made like $2,000, which you're supposed to write off, but Poshmark took my account down. So I'm like, cool, that was just... I'm not even gonna write that shit up. Like, I'm not putting that on my taxes.
Wild as fuck. How do you put that there? What do you? I put them as on your taxes, like. No,
literally, I was like, I didn't want.
Lovejoy Muse, I guess that's what it's called. Lovejoy Muse says, hold on, I'm sorry. She had a guy who had a fetish too. He wanted to watch me put baby oil and lotion on my feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I had men ask me like nasty. They're like, can you step on like raw eggshells, like barefoot? And I'm like, that's gonna cost you my rent. Like, if you want me to, which I will, but like you have to be willing to pay me rent money.
Step on raw eggshell.
No, dude, and then the dude that I made the foot video for, the with the Filas, I used Chick-fil-A fries, like the waffle fries, and then this motherfucker goes, hey, are you from Georgia? Like,
damn.
Where'd you get those Chick-fil-A fries? And then I was like, hey, thanks for your money. Goodbye. Blocked him. Like, I was like, I don't need a motherfucker to follow me. Like, I really do not need to be stalked for my feet right now.
Don't they have Chick-fil-A in other states, dude?
They do. And that's what was wild. I'm like, the fact that he was able to just ask, hey, Georgia, and then be right, not cool, not cool, right. Not cool.
I seen the type of fries before the way his birthday. That's Georgia fries.
Yeah. See the way there's salt on half and not on the other half?
Yeah,
that's Georgia fries.
Those Georgia fries, motherfucker. I know exactly where you're at. It's that Kennesaw.
No, it's from Rockmart. That's from Rockmart fries.
All right, so you got this. This goes right up the alley. Dr. Sabrina Lovell, who is a plastic surgeon, claims she stopped at a grocery store to pick up a few things after a workout at the gym. She said, "I see this gentleman walking down the aisle who's pretending to be shopping, and he was holding a basket and looked kind of normal, like a gentleman. He looked maybe his early 20s, late 20s, early 30s. Nothing extra suspicious about him." She said, while speaking to reporters, she said the incident went down when she bent over to reach for some chips, and then she felt something weird on her back. She said, "I bent over to grab the chips, and as I was doing that, I felt something wet and warm on my back. And so I put my hand on the small on my back, and then I saw that it was a gooey, white substance, and turned around and see this man zipping up his pants as he quickly walks away." He fucking nutted on her back.
That's so fucking insane.
How the fuck are you getting this motherfucker ready just in the right amount of time to go, oh, there she go.
No, bro, the way, like, that's, honestly, that's a talent. I don't know if you can patent how fast you come, but, like,
I couldn't do it.
That's a, also, in, like, okay, not to judge, like, doing public stuff, but, like, in a fucking Walmart, sir.
Oh, you gotta go.
Honestly, it is that woman's fault. Why was she at Walmart? No, I'm just kidding.
She came from the gym and she wanted to get some other pair of panties.
Right.
She should. Maybe if she just gave him the panties she had on, he would have been fine. Like.
He said, "Oh, back muscle."
Oh my god, dude! Like I don't. And it's like it's a clothed back. Like I don't. What has to go?
Because she felt the warmth, so he saw some skin.
Like how? What has to?
Lovejoy Muse said, "Why she bend over?"
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's always the woman's fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we victim shame him on here. That's funny. No, she went to bend down and get some chips. That was the best bag of chips. You never seen a chip. It got nothing but air. She went for the best bag of chips.
The airbag?
No, I'm saying you ever see the bag of chips that have mad air in it? She probably like, "Nah, I want them chips in the back." And dude was like, "Gotcha, bitch."
No, I mean, God forbid a woman lives or exists. There's a man either there.
She said, "Next time, squat, girl. Squat."
Yeah, next time, do a whole little like 360. Check your surroundings.
I bet she will now.
The way that I look like I'm paranoid, like ghosts are following. Like I check over my shoulder every like couple seconds when I'm walking by myself. That's awesome. New fear unlocked. Great.
So anytime you're in the grocery store, you start seeing a guy too close, hands in his pocket, understand he might be.
Men just love where, like, I would love to know where it is y'all are born with, like, that part of your brain where the audacity lives. Would love to know, like, how to harness that. Because I live off Flat Shoals, so I live in Decatur, and like not the best part. And there is this very nice homeless gentleman that came up to my car the other day, and it like scared me. I don't really care, but I'm pumping my gas. I'm not really paying attention, and he just goes, "Hey there, beautiful, you looking real gorgeous today." And I was like, oh my, like I'm like, oh my god, like it just like genuinely scared me. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I didn't need that much gas anyway. And like just. But then I think the more fucked up part, like there's 4 gas stations on the corner of like Flat Shoals and like Fayetteville Road, and he's generally at the 76, and then I saw him across the street at the Chevron, and in my head I'm like, you don't live here. Right. Why are you at the Chevron? You need to go back to the 76. This is why I'm at the Chevron.
Right. This is not your area. This is not your territory.
I was like, this is not your turf. I don't know who you talk to, but you live over there now. There's also a dude on that corner who, I love his grind. It's the same dude every day. He either dresses up like Beast Boy, Scream, or like some other anime villain, and he just like has his Cash App, and he just stands in the corner of the road in a costume, just like. Just waving at people with his Cash App. But the fucked up part is I'm like, maybe I should give him money. Like, he's out here working hard every day.
That's it.
That's it.
This shit probably crazy with the Cash App. Let me see a fucking Cash App if I give you money.
No, also, I'm like, if I pay you, like, are you going to do a little trick? Are you going to do a backflip?
Did he
like,
do anything?
No.
He just kept pointing.
Right, he just...
Just imagine if he stands out there for 6 hours, 1,000 people pass him and give him $1 each.
That's what I'm saying, though. He must be making enough money to just stand there every fucking day.
That's a come.
I've almost wanted to come up to him. Yeah. I almost want to come up to him and like interview him, and I'm like, he might knife me. I'm like scared. Like, he might be trying to do something. He'd be like, "This is my corner." Like,
right. fucking up my scam, ho, get away.
You know what? That's his corner. He owns the corner of Flat Shoals and Fayetteville Road.
He earned it fair and square. All right, so you got in May 2010, a Florida programmer named Laszlo Hansey made history by buying 2 Papa John's pizzas with 10,000 bitcoins, the first real-world cryptocurrency transaction. The Bitcoin is worth $41 at the time, but at its peak right now today, it would be worth $700 million. This motherfucker
We can't have anything nice.
used 10,000 bitcoins to buy his family 2 fucking pizzas. If he had just hold on to the motherfuckers.
You bought just 2 pizzas or 2 pizzas stores?
Two pizza pies.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked.
Cost him 10,000 bitcoins, which was equal to $41 at the time. I guess when it just started coming out. But with that being said, if he had just sat on them shit,
$41 for 2 pizzas back then. What the fuck was he getting? Gold flakes on
That's
them?
what I'm
Like,
saying.
what the fuck? First off,
How much were they then?
yeah,
$41 combined.
$41 for 2 pizzas. That's like
That's right. $20 a piece.
That's
$20 a pizza. He's got a fat ass family then.
Yeah,
I'm
he-
sorry.
he-
No,
He
he's
probably
not.
got, it got to be like specialty pieces.
No, it's gotta be
They
like.
worth how much now?
I'd be going.
700 million.
And what year was this?
2010.
Yeah, no, that was an
They're
expensive pizza.
celebrating because he was celebrating the anniversary. Like, oh yeah, man, if I had these coins,
$700 million pizzas. So Papa John's like, cha-ching.
Yeah, Papa John's got fucking Bitcoin now. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that because I've heard the story before. But yeah, that gave Papa John's Bitcoin. Yo.
Yep.
I don't even like Papa John's that much.
I love Papa John's.
Their crust tastes like cardboard.
The crust tastes like cardboard and their sauce too fucking.
Thank you. Honestly, I have
think it's the
never
garlic sauce.
had such a moment with somebody because
Y'all behind it right now.
no, dude, honestly, like you can be the godfather to my children I won't have. Like
Pizza sauce is so fucking sweet.
it sucks.
It's
And
like
everybody
cake.
anywhere you go to a function, they're like, "Oh, Papa John's, how about go fuck yourself?" Like absolutely not. Domino's so superior. I'll also eat Little Caesars over Papa John's. I don't even care.
Better than Papa John's.
Fuck yeah, it does. Fuck yeah, it does. And it's
Pizza
a
Hut's okay.
third of the price.
Domino's pizza, not so much.
I don't
Pizza
really
Hut, I
care
hate
for
pizza.
Domino's.
Domino's is really
Pizza
good if
got
you
me
like
sick.
salt. Like
If
if you,
somebody says Papa John's or Domino's, I'm gonna go with the Domino's.
I'm gonna go with Domino's.
Domino's have a hell of a sandwich though.
Yeah.
Domino's has good ass sandwich. Pizza Hut got me sick. I haven't done Pizza Hut in years.
I did.
I'm a Marco's guy. I like Marco's.
Marco's is
Ew.
Marco's
I
is
like Marco's. Marco's have good pizza.
Marco's is pretty good.
When we first moved out here, we had Marco's. That shit was horrible.
I had a lot of friends work at.
Pizza. That's what it's called, Marco's Pizza.
I
They
know,
are
so
like-
what kind of pizza? Cause I like
kind
the,
with cheese and meat on it. Like
You're so right, like a
shit.
real pizza. I had a bunch of friends work at Marco's, and they told me a bunch of fucked up shit they do in the kitchen. So now I can't eat
Exactly.
at Marco's.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Man, it fucked it up for me. I hate
Yeah.
niggas had those stuff. yeah.
Gotta ruin it now.
They skateboarding the fucking pizza. God damn it.
Best
I can't.
pizza I've gotten though has been as East Atlanta Pizza Company, right in EAV. It's expensive, but it's good fucking pizza. Really good
Mellow
pizza.
Mushrooms is good pizza.
Mellow
too.
mushroom.
Mellow Mushroom's pretty good too.
I like Oz pizza when they used to be open. If you had never had Oz, they had this chick called what the fuck the shit was called the Juggernaut or some shit like that. It was like when I was eating pork and beef, that pizza had to be like 8 pounds by itself. the level of meat, it was barely, you could barely see the cheese. Like, bitch, where's the cheese?
Yeah.
This shit had every meat known to mankind on it, and it was, man, you eat that shit, don't plan on working or doing nothing that day. Like,
I did. I've been working a lot dog sitting and stuff, and I've been driving around. So when I had a day off, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna treat myself and get one of those big ass Pizza Hut pizza boxes with like 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings just for myself because I deserved it. And I got like a pineapple pizza for the first time, and I've always been shitting on it, but I felt like I had a psychedelic experience, and now I am not the person I was before I ate that pizza.
Thank you.
The
Me and
pineapple
my homeboy
is
had
really not that bad.
argument about it.
No, you
who the
gotta
fuck
try
puts
it.
fruit on pizza.
If you haven't tried it, it's because you're gay. Like, no.
Pineapples on pizza.
I've tried. I didn't
You
try
cannot
it.
like it. You just have to at least have tried it.
I've tried pineapples on hamburgers.
Honestly,
I've
a
tried
ring of
that
pineapple,
at,
that's not bad.
What's the fucking place that the Laughing Skull's at? Why am I
Vortex?
wrong?
Yeah, Vortex.
That's the first time I ever tried it. It's not bad.
It's really not.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Anytime I get a burger, I get like the nastiest, most disgusting burger. If there's like egg, onion rings, barbecue sauce, put it all on that. No, I eat like an old man. Like if
You ever been
I'm.
to Ted's Montana
Oh
Grill?
yeah.
The bison burger. They have this shit called a kitchen sink.
Yes, that so fucking good.
Ooh, we got an egg, bacon, and when I used to do all shit, like anything you could imagine on that bitch.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
best one.
I'm also like walking a lot now, so I'm like trying to eat like shit as much as possible because I will not have this metabolism in a couple years, and I will not be walking this much. So I'm like, I gotta eat like shit now.
Once you get to 30, that shit is
never goes away once you get past 30.
No, I see the metabolism in my family, and I'm like, I gotta fucking go. I gotta fucking eat as much as I can.
Enjoy it now. That is a good fucking point.
Starve yourself to death and still get fat.
It's still.
But how the fuck am I still gaining 3
So
pounds?
gonna be little peanut-shaped white people. Fucking 30.
All right, so the store Red Lobster is filing for bankruptcy. They have over $1 billion in debt and less than $30 million in cash for the whole company. I blame it on Endless Shrimp.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, all them years Endless Shrimp caught up to you, motherfuckers. Somebody like my ass will go out there and fuck your whole damn bottom line up. Cause
I definitely
I love all that shit.
Once I found out I could make the biscuits at home, I never went back.
For real?
That's all I fucking needed. Yeah.
The biscuits was the shit.
Cause I have a weird thing about seafood. If I'm not near the ocean, it's just not good. Like I just can't do it. Cause you have seafood twice in Panama City Beach and you can't eat it anywhere else.
I can see that. In Destiny, my family, it's definitely different.
The seafood in Florida, like near the coast, is so good. But like those Red Lobster biscuits, that's what put them out of business. You should have never put those in a box on the shelf for me to make at home.
Yeah, that's true. Them red cheddar biscuits, all the
Chili's
shit.
is also closing. I don't know. I'm ready for these restaurants to close. I want something better. I want something new.
Yeah,
Chili's is closing.
Chili's
Yep.
closing too, yep.
Which, based on my last experience at Chili's, they fucking should.
I don't remember shit off Chili's. Maybe I'm Applebee's. If I'm gonna choose between that, I'm
Applebee's kind of fucks.
Applebee's and Chili's is the same fucking company.
To me, I just was saying, if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna go to the Applebee's.
Yeah.
Like,
They
at
are the same
time.
company. Like, Chili's likes to think they're more, like, ethnic. with the like the Tex-Mex flair, but their service is lacking. So
Yeah, Chili's is trash. I'm an Applebee's guy. 2 for $20 for me, sir.
yeah. Also, Applebee's has like this chicken tender pasta that I just like fuck up
Facts.
every time.
They do.
I was on Molly the first time I went to an Applebee's, and
I love your drug references.
I know, right?
no, dude, cause like. I mean, I'm 21. How much experience can I have if I haven't taken something? You know, and I'm just very aware of that. And I don't mind being honest, but
You high yet, so they coming here on Saturday.
Facts. She really do.
but I was it was for my 17th birthday. I was like, oh yeah, let's take Molly. Let's go to Monster Mini Golf in Kennesaw, and we're sitting in Monster Mini Golf, and I'm just holding the club. I'm like, I just love you guys so much. You guys are just like literally my best friends. Like this is the best birthday I've ever had. Nothing is going on. Nothing is going on. And then we're like, let's go to Applebee's, and I get there. We order. I get my food. I'm like, oh guys, like I can't eat. Like I don't have an appetite. Like I can't eat this. And the waitress is coming by, and she's so nice, and she's like, is everything good? Like, is it bad? What's wrong? Can I get you something else? And I'm looking at her. I'm like, please look into my eyes. I cannot eat right now. Like, please know what's going on without me telling you. I can't eat. And then she was like, we can take it to go. I can get you something else. Take it off your bill. And I did everything in my power to not tell this lady I was on drugs and like couldn't eat. And she was making it so difficult. And I think one of my friends just stepped in and was like, we'll just take it to go. Like, we'll just get a box. It's cool. Like, she's just not hungry right now. Couldn't have that experience in a Chili's.
Right. couldn't have that moment at Chili's. That's fucking funny. Oh shit! All right, so speaking of that type of shit, Red Lobster, a truck driver was beaten up by 12 people when they tried to go in the back of his truck and steal $30,000 worth of crab legs, frozen crab legs.
They tried to steal off his truck.
Yes.
Damn, King.
He was at a truck stop. I guess he was trying to get some gas, whatever it is, and they tried to 12 people try to get all them damn crab legs that was in the back of his truck, and I guess he trying to defend the crab legs. And they beat his ass.
That's why Red Lobster's going out of business. It's because of that fucking truck. That's what it is. That truck sent them back 10 years, business-wise. That's crazy. I
feel like that was an inside job, and they was watching that truck for a minute. $30,000 of crab legs.
No, dude, and you had to, like, most trucks like that are kind of unmarked. Like,
right.
you would have to know what the fuck. To be on the fucking Fast and Furious grind of getting $30,000 worth of fucking crab legs.
It's crazy. That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
it's about family and seafood. Like, that's crazy.
You sat down and said, hey, what you doing on Friday? So I got a plan. Boom.
Yeah. Like, hey, we're gonna have a cute little get together if you want to come by. Oh yeah, we're just gonna we're just gonna take a road trip, steal a bunch of crab legs. We're gonna eat though.
Yeah. I got.
Wow.
If you're not doing anything, man, this is come up. All right.
Yeah. Also,
30,000. You know what we could do with 30,000 crab legs on the street?
that's what I'm saying. Oh,
You know how to go flip this shit?
do they not go like they go bad? Like, did they have a refrigerated truck to transport? What was the thought process?
That's what I'm saying. It has to be an inside job because the level of getting 12 people to jump into a truck, frozen crab legs, you have to have that shit well thought out. Because you have to know how to get up, get it off you now.
I just think about that scene from Goodfellas where they're like selling cigarettes out of the back of like their car, but it's just like crab legs. Oh, we gotta fucking go, dude. That is so
Imagine
so
at the
wild.
gas station, pumping gas, your man go, psst, hey, white girl, I got some crab legs for you. You're like, hey, how these crab
In my car, be
legs?
like, oh, I guess I just like didn't need gas. I'll just like I'll figure it out later. Crab
crab
legs.
legs.
Yeah, that's a euphemism. If somebody showed me a bag of crab legs, I'm like, there's a bomb in that. I'm about to die.
You don't got no seat.
Where I live in Flat
Shoals.
Shoals, I live in Flat Shoals. There's gonna be like a switchblade that's gonna come out or something. Like
how did we kidnap the white girl? You showed the crab legs.
I love
Get 'em every
going,
time.
I love going into a liquor store in Flat Shoals because I drink and I eat like an old man. So I went in there and they didn't have a twisted tea, so I just got like a Budweiser, like one of the tall Budweisers, and the dude at the counter's like, what are you doing with a Budweiser? And I'm like, I'm about to go back home, sit in a recliner, and drink it, my man. That's what I'm about to do. How was your afternoon?
That's funny. But 12 dudes to take down a dude for some crab legs for 30,000, and you got your ass beat, so you could have let that shit go.
Dude, I would need, if I was on that job, I'd need like a retainer. Like I would need I need some money up front before. I mean, if they're that hungry, they can go eat 3-course meals in jail now. So that's awesome.
Right.
That's a stupid.
From getting all the free meals you want in prison.
You got your ass beat. You hospitalized for crab legs. Let that shit go, sir.
That's
What the fuck? I'm like defending.
that is so
crab
wild. And
legs.
like I shoplift, but I have a limit. Like I won't. I
What?
like I'll steal because I feel like it's my right as a woman too. But like. But I won't go out of my way. No, because why is vanilla fucking like $12? Like, no, dude, I can take that shit in my purse. Like, no problem. Are you kidding me?
Women got a lot of hiding spots.
Yeah, dude, and like they don't get paid enough. And but I am aware of the fact that like if I get caught, I get caught, man. Like I'm not. That's on me. I got caught.
In porn, you just go to the back with the.
That's why I made that reference. I was like, I mean, I've seen shoplifting interrogation videos. They're just gonna fuck me and let me go.
Right.
Like,
Oh, wow.
like those girls were fine.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
I got this video of you. Do you want to go to jail or suck these balls?
Be like, yeah. Honestly, like, how far do they fall to the knees? You know, that's my limit. Like, past the knees, it's not going to my mouth. But we can negotiate. Maybe like I'll like I can touch him or something. Like hey, like is this sex negotiable? Because like we can work something out.
I don't know.
Like I do, like I've never paid. It's been years since I've paid for a bag of coffee because I'm like, well, if I need this caffeine to go work, this is a tax write-off. Like if I don't have this caffeine, then I can't work and be a part of the economy.
Right.
So I should just be given this. Y'all were the ones who put me on caffeine anyway.
Mm-hmm. Caffeine's a hell of a
I feel like that's why I haven't got caught because I truly feel like it's part of my social justice.
Yes, your reparations.
That is, because like. I saw a billboard that was like 1 in 8 Americans have worked at a McDonald's, and that is fucking scary.
Really? Is a billboard
yes,
for
that in Atlanta near my apartment, and that is fucking terrifying.
In the McDonald's. God damn.
Well, like as a corporation, you have more people. You've employed more people than the military. That's fucking scary. You know, I'm about to go steal from Walmart.
Wow, that's crazy.
Also, I make too much for food stamps, so.
I do too. So.
No, you gotta really not be making money for food stamps.
You really do. You really gotta be the bottom of the barrel. I'm like, all right, you can eat well.
Yeah, they're like, okay, now you can eat. Now you can eat. I see moms come in, spend $500 and pull out that little EBT card, and I'm like, I fucking hate you. I'm so jealous.
When they have 2 carts of that shit, you already know, like, oh no, I gotta get in front of this bitch. I'm not about to get behind the 2-cart bitch.
Dude, and I live in an area like so piss poor that there are no self checkouts at the Walmart on Gresham because like that's how people. I still steal anyway, but like. So like, but like I dude, it's the worst because you'll have to go in there for one thing that I like. The one time I actually feel like spending money somewhere, I'll get behind a bitch with 2 carts and an EBT card, and I'm like, listen, I would be in your same position, but right now this is really impeding my process.
Yeah, I don't like those type of motherfuckers. I remember, I want to say close to right after we started going back outside after COVID, after quarantine, it went into either Kroger's and had 2 carts, and then went into the next Publix with the same 2 carts. I'm like, how much fucking money you have in your card?
Yeah,
like,
dude, like, what the fuck?
During that time, when they was getting COVID money, them motherfuckers was eating.
Yeah.
And she was like, bitch, you just had this shit in the car right now. You in this store too with 2 carts?
Also, when you live in food poverty like that, the second you buy groceries, they're all gone in like a day or two because you're not really thinking. Yeah, you're just eating. When I worked in during 2020, I was working in fast food at Freddy's in East Cobb, and I owed the government $34 on my taxes that following year, and everybody else was getting a fucking stimulus check. And the second those stimulus checks hit, dude, we would get fucking busy, and everybody was spending their stimulus checks in that area on fast food. Yep. It was wild.
Dumb shit.
Oh, the video ended.
Good. I'm not the only one who do that. That shit happened to.
Yeah.
After an hour.
I guess that's what it is after an hour.
Yeah, they just started doing the same shit that my shit about to go off too. I got the iOS 18 will start introducing eye tracking, which allow users to use their iPhone and iPad with their eyes. So you'll be able to scroll through pages with your eyes.
Yo, I can't do that. I have ADHD. My eyes are going everywhere. Like,
so you just gonna keep flipping. You'll never read.
I'm never gonna. Nothing's gonna get done. I will never do a single thing on my phone again. Are you kidding me?
And flip through all the pages. Yes. I didn't even see that.
Right.
No, literally. Also, like, what if like something catches my? And I was like, oh fuck. How do you go? What do you go back with your eyes?
Right.
Like.
That's weird. Well, you got one eye. What about
I feel like we're going back like 15 years in innovation. Like, we could be, I don't know, putting money into the cure for cancer, but we're like, oh, what if you could do your iPhone with your eyes?
Because, somebody was like, what happened? Well, I have an uncle who has no arms. He wants to read his pages, too. He want to slide.
You got a nose?
Right. Got a nose.
That shit feels like a thumb. I know y'all haven't ever been on a face, but that shit feels like a thumb. So.
No, I've never been on a face. Pretty safe to say. You got that one. You got that. You're right. I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it.
Your ESP is really on that one.
Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah.
Nah, eye tracking, that's so stupid. I feel like we're going into a dystopia. Like, this is starting to feel more and more like George Orwell's 1984 each year that fucking goes by.
Yeah, the technology is ridiculous.
We could be coming up with so much useful shit. Like, eye track, like, this, it's like when the fucking Google glasses came out. I'm like, this is, dude, why are we doing this? We could be making advances in medical science.
Nah, why would we spend the money on the cure?
No, because that's not going to make a profit.
Absolutely not. So no, keep on having all the shit you've been having, and we're gonna send you a phone that can go with your eyes.
Just fucking do whatever, yeah.
Just blink your way through.
This is so
go
stupid.
to WebMD and go.
Right, blink your way through the cure.
Oh my god. I guess if like the only way that this would come in handy is yes, if you had no arms, or if you like to cheat on your partner.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, and you are looking at something.
A cheater came through with this, like, oh shit, hit him.
Yeah, like, and they're like, oh fuck, and then you're able to just.
What are you looking at?
The
Nothing.
second, no, cause like if you're looking at your phone, you're looking at a hot woman, which like happens to me all the time, and then you go. I have more ass on my Instagram than most of my male friends. It's actually stupid.
Yes.
I love.
I can't even open my shit in public.
No, sure, I really can't.
Let me add my name to your Instagram. No. Writing on paper, I get it.
No, yeah. Why don't you just put it in the notes app in my phone, and then I'll get to it. No, like but like this, you're looking at your phone. The second your partner comes in, that shit's gone.
Yep.
Like that's
that shit is brilliant for that.
That's fucked up.
Your eyes, your phone cuts off.
Yep. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I was just blinking really hard. Wow, it's something on my eye.
Back to the left, motherfucker.
That's so fucked up.
Blink to the left. I know he's looking.
God, like I can think of 100 different things. We can fund me to not shoplift than like fucking make up an iPhone that you follow with your eyes.
Yeah. You can buy old girl a shirt so she can get her back nutted.
You could buy me some like good Colgate and not the Equate.
Not Equate. Jesus Christ.
Equate, shout out. No, just kidding.
Nothing wrong with Equate. I used to Equate mouthwash.
Yeah.
Did you?
Rest is it just as
The
good?
mouthwash,
It's
yes.
just
I didn't
as
know
good.
I didn't know they had toothpaste, but the mouthwash I do.
I think Equate also has like
I do the mouthwash.
planes for the next war. Like Equate's got like everything.
They could be like the no
That's
frills.
Walmart's brand. So what happens is Walmart says, "Oh, you think you gonna make this shit? We ain't gonna get none."
Right. We got a little.
You gonna start making it, yeah.
A little bit off of that too, man.
And we're gonna make us $5 less than yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Apple TV says it wants to pay their actors based on how well their films perform. Under their system, actors and production staff will receive bonuses based on factors such as the number of viewers, time spent watching, and the cost relative to audience size. This approach aims to incentivize better content and reduce upfront costs, a trend that started with Netflix's initial growth strategy. Amazon and Netflix are exploring similar models. So if you got a movie, you know how Tubi, everybody talk about how trash the movies are on Tubi.
Yeah.
The basis is, all right, you gonna make better shit, and if your movies is really good, then we'll send you a bonus and keep you some extra residuals on the side because the movie got more views than everybody else, so it got really. So I think that would make, you know, fucking streaming better because there's a lot of times like Netflix. I think I'm paying like $17 at this point to watch that shit, and they do have original content, but some of that shit be like. What the fuck is
well, that's the thing is, I think it depends because
I'm paying that now.
You're paying $22 now.
I'm not. I'm still paying that 17.
I'm not even paying for Paramount. I don't know how that happened, but I still have a Paramount account and it does not charge me.
Really?
So that was really cool.
No,
Shout out Paramount. But
That's
like,
Shit on Paramount's coming on CBS, so why would they charge for that shit?
yeah.
Paramount's supposed to be like the plus thing. Like
Well,
BET
Netflix.
plus.
I mean, I think I get the incentive. It's kind of very two-dimensional because if it is a matter of views accounting for more profit, people buy followers on Instagram. Like, you can just buy view. Like, there's always going to be a way to like fudge those numbers. So I feel like it's that would be great if it concerned more like indie work, but now I feel like it creates more of a competition for things to do well. So now I feel like it can shut out a lot of stuff that would be really good that you might not see, that could even be a cult classic, but you're not going to see it because you're going to have
promote, goddammit.
yeah. And like, I mean, there's always a way, there's always an underdog story, there's always a way around it, but if people care enough about a certain movie, you think a movie that makes $100 million is not going to be Netflix's number one if they need it to be, you know?
That's
like,
facts.
even if you don't like it, there have been several controversies with Netflix where they'll say that a show is like getting like billions of views and yet nobody has ever heard of the fucking show.
That's true.
Meatball Head says some things are okay on Apple TV. Shows are good like the one with Eugene Levy.
What's
I
that?
don't even know what that one was.
Schitt's Creek?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Schitt's Creek is fucking phenomenal.
Right,
But
right.
Apple TV. I don't even watch.
I don't have Apple TV either. I was accidentally paying for it for like a couple months, and I was like, "What the fuck? I thought this was extra storage, not a streaming service." like no, I saw the Apple charge for $10.99. I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I'm like, "Why am I still running out of storage? Oh, this is a fucking streaming service." It's so
can't watch
fucked
your
up.
TV
It
for
shows
free.
up on your bill the same. Like, anyway, and now I can't dispute it with Capital One, but.
That's hilarious. You should be able to dispute it though.
No, like I think that would be really cool. It's just one of those things I think we're not going to really be able to see until it goes through with practice. I mean, there's going to be issues with it. I like the idea. I think especially with all the film stuff.
Yeah, make meta shit.
We gotta you have to know what all the issues are before you can know like the right way to go. So things like do have to get worse before they get better because then you don't know what the best way of going about things are. But I think with streaming services, yeah, like Netflix will put out shit and be like, this is our most popular, or these are all Netflix originals, and they all fucking suck, dude. One of my favorite bad movies is oh my god, one of the Wayans brothers, and I cannot remember which one it is. It's the younger one that made a movie called Sextuplets.
Sextuplets. Is it Marlon? It's not like a Marlon movie.
Yes, it is Marlon. It's Marlon Wayans. And it is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It is so bad. I was looking up reviews being like, he had to have made this on purpose.
I
and
did say Sextuplets, but I think the one when he drugged himself. Damn, what was the one that fucking when he drugged himself and Kadeem Hardison was in it? And shit like that. I can't remember what the fucking movie was. But he has a few and I could have kept that one to yourself.
yeah, no, this one like Netflix pushed. The only reason I watched it was because it kept coming up in my Netflix for like months. I'm like, fuck it. Like, listen, Major Payne's one of my favorite movies, so I guess I'll watch fucking Sextuplets, and it is not that, dude. And this motherfucker was like, yeah, I had Eddie Murphy helping me. I was like, you had all these crazy, and this is still one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. It's like Tyler Perry but retarded. Like, there's just something fucking awful about it. And I don't even use that word lightly, but like it's just at this point it's like, do you like, are you trying to like, it's just, and it's also like such a whitewashed like movie. It's so weird. It's so weird. But Netflix
terrible.
wants to be like, oh, this is our #1 pick from America. I'm like, fucking who's home? in whose home are they watching this? I've watched this 8 times because I still cannot believe it is this bad.
Nielsen rating homes in Nebraska. In the middle of nowhere.
They don't know what's going on. Probably places that don't have a lot of black people. They're watching that movie.
Absolutely.
Like that's where they're watching that movie.
That is absolutely.
Meatballs in your mom's basement says I've been loving Tubi. It's free and has good movies. Downside commercials. Who watches commercials? Who watches commercials anymore? We live in 2024. No more commercials. At least the commercials are short.
That is true.
He really watches Tubi.
Bro, Tubi fucks though. I saw one of my favorite movies is Coffee with Pam Grier in it. It's oh dude. I would not have. All of her movies are on Tubi and they're all fucking great, dude. Absolutely. Like Tubi's got some really good shit that just like couldn't. I feel like Tubi has a lot of good alt stuff because they can't find like the right distributor for it. So they're like, fuck it, we'll put it on Tubi and put some ads. I think Tubi's a great way to see like a lot of indie movies that like can't go to a normal distributor because they don't have the money to back it or they're not interested. Tubi's great for just seeing movies you would have never seen normally.
The acting's trash, but yes.
Oh, acting's garbage. Coffee still holds up though. Like that movie is
that's
fucking good.
Black exploitation films, yes, but the new shit, this new shit is.
I will say I've never the most recent thing I've seen that was a Tubi original was like the Weird Al biopic, and I couldn't. They have a Weird Al biopic where Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al, and I could not make it through. It was
That's
just
the dude to play Harry Potter, right?
Yes, it is.
That didn't make a sense.
It was a parody about Weird Al's life, so it was like a parody on top of a parody, but it was just too much for me. It was way too much for me. I couldn't make it through.
Yeah. All right, so this is the last one, and this is this is for my producer Lab here. I just wanted him to hear this.
Yeah.
They said London has been named the world's smartest city in the world. But I got the top 10 list. All right, number 10.
Smartest?
This is the smartest.
Okay.
From whatever, 10 down, all the way down. All right, so these are the smartest cities in the world.
Okay.
Right.
Number 10, Chicago.
What?
Okay.
Number 9, San Francisco.
Okay, I get San Francisco there.
Number 8, Amsterdam.
Yeah, they be fucking in Amsterdam. That makes sense.
Number 7, Oslo, Norway.
Norway, yes. All white folks there, though.
Yeah.
I think it's 90, 98, 99% white folks.
You know, I dog sat for a woman who was Dutch, and fuck her. I don't like honestly, no, they're like a different kind of stingy white person. Like most people that if I'm staying in your house for 4 or 5 days and I eat like a couple snacks or I drink some coffee, no problem. But she was like, you ate this and you ate this and I can't believe you did this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you have the money to get Nespresso pods shipped to your house. I'm eating your fucking chicken breasts.
Right.
Like, what?
All right, number 6, Singapore. All right, number 5, Berlin.
Yeah, makes sense.
Number 4, Tokyo. Number 3, Paris.
It's all the cigarettes.
Yeah.
Number 2, New York.
Yeah. A city that smells... Okay, the second smartest... Bro, the second smartest city in the world, and you can't figure out how to make your city not smell like piss?
Hey,
you can't make it not smell like piss?
Hey, don't talk about my city like that.
I
This
love
is
Atlanta
ambiance.
because it smells like weed and dog poo. Like, that's I can get
That's what you
behind.
can do with that. And then, of course, London, number 1. So.
Well, New York does give me nostalgia, though. I've been there a few times.
No, New York's cool, and like,
wanted to stay.
it's diverse, so.
It's very artsy.
Artsy, very artsy.
Very artsy
Yeah.
science. We do a lot of our schools are STEM.
No, everybody
schools.
expresses themselves. You have a lot of
Very
people walking
technology.
on,
Mad aggressive.
Yeah.
you know.
Sent you the video today.
They are very aggressive. I didn't need the video to know. I still have trauma from it.
Right.
Because women in New York, you definitely got to say what the fuck you want to say. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm trying to fuck. What we doing tonight, shorty?
Yeah.
That was even worse.
Why you ain't got to say my pussy man wet, huh? Like, they are very aggressive.
No,
You
I
don't have
love
to
it.
worry
You know,
about-
and you have the women with
Yeah.
one shoe walking with a cane. Like, the ambiance is fucking great.
Exactly. When I get out here, I got to do that Southern hospitality shit. Like, I got to take you out on a date and meet your family and all
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
need the dowry.
door?
I need all the fucking. I need 3 recommendations from other women that feel safe around you. I need.
It's just crazy. I got to give you my license plate. So we going to date like this.
The security
shit's too
code on your
much.
credit card,
Yeah, I
credit
don't like
score.
that shit. All right, right, so give everybody your socials so they can follow you and what shows you got coming up.
Yeah, so you can find me, shoplifting in your local Walmart, or you can.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on you.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this?
Nobody. They're not gonna. I'm such a nice lady. They're fine. They're fine. I just want to steal some coffee.
They're gonna be like, at the white label.
No, I am scared. I'm gonna have like. I'm
Pay for all this shit.
Right, got the black guy. With no receipt.
I'm so scared. I'm gonna have like a Winona Ryder moment where she got caught stealing like crab legs or something. They're gonna be like, and that video's fucking everywhere. But you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Extra Gravy Biscuit.
I love your name.
Thank you so much. It's so southern, and nobody else has this username, so that also helps. Facebook, Corey Isla. And I'm doing Roast Battle at Laughing Skull tomorrow at 8 p.m., which will be really fun. I've been doing a lot more at Laughing Skull. Yeah, you can find me like all around Atlanta. I do travel a lot, all over the Southeast for shows. I'm looking to travel more. But yeah, you can, if you follow my socials, I'm very easy to get to. Please do not hurt me.
And she's selling her panties with whatever you want.
Yeah, like if honestly, I'll charge a little more because I got the exposure. But if you really want panties that bad, I gotta. I guess.
You got paid.
I guess. Yeah. No, it's like I'm gonna start these off at like 150 now. Ooh. You got famous coochie now. Like I can't.
That's it. Today's price is not today's price.
Sorry, it's for inflation.
Today's price.
It's inflation.
Inflation, bitch. She on the show now. Them panties going up. I'm sorry, fellas.
Bro, if you wanted if you had me a couple years ago getting them for $20, I am so sorry. Those were the good old days. Not anymore.
Not anymore, motherfuckers. Not anymore. You have to pay for them damn coochie prints and blood stains.
You have to pay for this lace Victoria's Secret that's falling apart. You have to pay for this little Malaysian children made underwear.
Hell no.
No, this was such a blast. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I am so fucking glad I did this.
Oh, thank you for coming through. All right, so if you want to watch again the episode with Miss Corey, you can go on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. We on Instagram, Misfits of Comedy.
Google Play no more. They're going away.
They going away? Okay.
Fuck Google Play. No, I'm just kidding.
YouTube has podcast space now.
YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've been on YouTube, but YouTube. Focus on YouTube. Instagram, Misfits of Comedy, all one word. Facebook, Misfits of Comedy. Apple Music, Roku TV, all that shit. Any fucking thing you watch your podcast on, there's absolutely no reason for you not to watch Misfits of Comedy. Again, we're live every Wednesday. We'll be here. Probably gonna skip next Wednesday, but we'll be here the following week after that. But again, watch every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We'll have a bunch of other shows on this platform under Misfits Live, just live TV and radio. So you got nothing but a plethora of shows to watch all throughout the week. But again, we'll see you guys next time. Same bad time, same bad channel. Again, peace.
Chris Classic 2016. First of all, I'm a New York nigga. New kicks, new chicks, and new fitted. You could put me anywhere, I'ma kick it. 125th G-Dep, let's get it. I hate when niggas say you make real hip-hop. I will still fuck your bitch in Gucci flip-flops. The problem is if I say anything intelligent, you call it conscious like it's somehow not relevant. I agree that this ain't really for KOD.